I have to apologize to my daughters and them. I'll never forget it. We was having a big spirited debate about can Beyonce match up with, let's say, a Diana Ross or Aretha Franklin or all of my old school people. And I'm like, what? That was back then.
Right.
I'm like, but Beyonce is not in the same category.
Right.
She is.
She is.
And she surpassed a lot of them as well.
You're definitely right.
So kudos to her. Apologize to my daughters and them. They always telling me that she's gonna go down in history as one of the top performers, singers, entertainer, and finest.
Which is true. And if you ask me my thoughts on Beyonce, I would definitely say I'm a Beyonce fan. What's up, me, the Young Jamaican Trainer? Welcome back to the Straight No Eat Nuts podcast. On the left of me, I got my amazing passenger, my amazing co-host, OG original gentleman, Coach Gustus. Welcome.
I'm here, baby.
You here?
I'm all hooked up and everything.
First off, before we even start, I gotta ask you.
What?
That shirt looks phenomenal. I'm seeing your face there. I'm seeing my guy, Mr. John Sally. It's repping Canarsie with the Brooklyn
Canarsie,
Bridge.
got World Be Free, Jeff Houston. These are all the people that was inducted into the Canarsie Hall of Fame from the coaches and so forth. And I'm one of them as a player and as a coach.
Okay,
So,
we gotta hit the handshake one time.
Oh yeah. Oh,
You say you don't do no work.
Last week I messed it up.
Okay.
Hey, yes. Because you know what? I've been going to the mirror and practice, and then I got Derek. I told him, yo, this is our handshake. So,
Yo, Coach, you've been actually working.
Yeah, I had to put in work. I can't come back every week and not know the handshake, man. Come on.
I kid with you, Coach. But listen, I want to just let the people know where they can catch us. You can catch us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Audible, and iHeartRadio. And before we start the show, I want to give a shout out to my producers, Mr. Gene and Mr. Tony, for always holding it down. Shout out to those guys over there.
Shout out to them, man. They're beautiful brothers, man. I love them.
We got to give them a shout out every time.
I love them, and they ain't got nothing to do with it.
Remember what we talked about last week?
That's unconditional love.
Unconditional love.
Agape.
Now, agape.
Yeah, not agave. Agave is what you put in your drinks.
Agave, yeah. What's my love?
Your love?
Yeah.
You're agave as well. I'm
agave, but yeah. I'm a what? That's the first one.
Oh, no, you don't want the first one. Eros, man. Don't come back there.
No, not that one. I'm a fila.
Oh, fila, right. That's your friends. What is that for friends,
It's a friend love. Yeah.
Okay.
Not that one.
Oh, no.
Wait, let's stay off of that, man.
That's for mom and dad.
Guys, so we are welcome, Uno, and we want to talk to you guys about the Big Tune segment. Now, listen, Coach. I know you heard what's going on. Beyonce. What are your thoughts on Beyonce? First off, her album. First off, I want to talk about, did you hear it got leaked?
Yes. And they said that it had more.
And I said to my dad, we was hearing the story about it being leaked, and I said, you know what's crazy? Beyonce may have the #1 album of the year. The reason is because we know that Beyonce's album is gonna go above and beyond.
Yeah.
First off, it's Beyonce. Mm-hmm. Her music, her work is just amazing. So we know it was gonna do good already. But now that it got leaked already, and her fans who are upset about this, and then when she released it, it's gonna be. I still have faith it's still gonna be the #1 album of the year. So what are your thoughts on it?
First of all, Beyonce. First of all,
right.
This is. I have to apologize to my daughters and them. I'll never forget it. We was having a big spirited debate about can Beyonce match up with, let's say, a Diana Ross or Aretha Franklin or all of my old school people, and I'm like, what? That was back then.
Right.
I'm like, but Beyonce is not in the same category.
Right.
She is.
She is.
And she surpassed a lot of them as well.
You're definitely right.
So kudos to her. Apologize to my daughters, and they always telling me that she's gonna go down in history
Definitely.
as one of the top performers, singers, entertainer, and finest.
Which is true. And if you ask me my thoughts on Beyonce, I would definitely say I'm a Beyonce fan. For real. Her work, her music, I'm telling you, it's just amazing. I actually got her playlist, her album on my on SoundCloud, you know, the app that I use for music. Especially that song is You Won't Break My Soul. That one is just so motivational. Like, you won't break my soul. You won't that's just different. Energy and stuff. But my question to you is old school. So I just had to throw that in.
That's how I'm old school.
It just felt good.
But I know some new school. That's why.
So let me ask you a question. Is it the same thing you say an old head or an old school? Is it the same thing?
No, actually, you got old school, you got old head, and then you have OG.
You an OG.
I'm an OG.
You an OG.
Old heads are the ones that talk about what they did back years ago and all that kind of. And their stuff is always the best.
We put the debate to rest.
Yeah, we put mine was the best. Back in the days, we did this. Back in the days, we did that. I'm like, back in the days, you lied.
Yo, man, we letting OG go off right now.
But, it bothers me because I don't like when old heads disrespect our young people.
Right.
I'm totally against that because everything evolved. My music was great. But today, young people are putting music, and the music fit their time, their era, just like the ball players and everything. So in some way, we can give respect to the past, but we also should appreciate what's happening in for us, right in front of us. And old school is a way. Old school is like when you do things like old school, like if I continue to dress like old school, instead of me coming up and dressing in some things that they wear today,
Right.
Like he's old school, that means he's schooling you from the older days.
Right.
But he's not being negative.
Right.
He's not an old head. And then OG is just
you just at the top.
Just like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We like smooth like that,
We just like that.
Yeah,
just
like that. We respect your grind.
Exactly.
We look at your grind and say, yo, they doing this, man. We like that. And
You just him.
And we're going to be encouraging you all the time. Right. Like, yo, go do it, man. Get it done.
You just him.
Yes.
Yes, that's what I...
Yeah.
So listen, since I said OG, right? And since I said old school, I want to ask you, what's your opinion? Who would you take either between Beyonce or Michael Jackson?
Who would I take?
Who would you take?
Take like for what?
Like, who are you picking?
Music?
Beyonce or Michael Jackson? Yeah.
I would go with Michael Jackson.
Okay, now hear me out, right? You ready? You ready, Tony and Gene? I know you are. A summer's disregard. No. Yeah. A summer's disregard. A broken bottle top. And a one-man soul. They follow each other on the way, Cause they got nowhere to go. That's why I want you to know. Okay, we're not there yet.
Okay.
But you see what I was trying to get to. Okay.
After that, I'll take Beyonce.
I think I killed it, man. I think I did good. But my question to you is, who's better at performing? Like basically their stage, presence,
right.
And just basically how they deliver on stage.
See, but don't get caught up into that, son, because we got to stop that. Because I know I'm gonna ask your generation to stop. Who's better?
Okay.
Because it's not a better thing, It's appreciate what people bring to the table.
Right.
They both are great performers.
Mm-hmm.
All right. They both actually sing in a certain fashion. Each one of them have their own style and everything. Mm-hmm. So I don't like to get caught. And people try to put us in this comparing.
Yeah, and they try to get us set up with this. They try to make us choose and pick. And guys, we don't want to pick because both artists are amazing and great. And they're in different categories if you actually...
And they, well, I don't know, because both of them is rock.
Singers.
They rock, pop, and
I mean, they do everything.
Yeah, they
So yeah, they are in the same category.
could do
But we're
what
not
they
choosing
want.
because both is legendary and great.
But I'll tell you, out of both of them, Whitney Houston had the better vocals than both of them.
Don't get mom started in the back. She's
You know,
waving her
because
hand and all.
you know she's the better vocal now. Now, does she perform like they do in terms of entertaining the way? No, because her vocals is so incredible, son. Oh my
Whitney
goodness.
Houston. Whitney Houston is
Yeah, Whitney
hold on, I
Houston.
think I got something.
Oh no, you're definitely about to mess this up.
Okay. I think I got
no
something.
matter what, you know, you can't. It's nothing you could do with Whitney.
I used to sing a song when I was younger about, it was Whitney Houston's song. It was
Listen, I still play Whitney Houston, Star Spangled Banner.
it's a song. Oh
'Cause-
man.
All right, so as we
know what I'm talking about.
It's gonna come up.
Oh my God.
What?
I believe the children of the future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauties they possessed inside. Oh, give them a sense of light to make it easier. Let the children laugh.
Okay, you got it.
And remind them where we used to be.
Okay.
Hold on. I think I got one more part. I got one more part. This was my part right here. What are you doing to me? You said sense of what? I messed up on the lyric? Did I mess up?
Yeah, you did.
Okay,
That's okay.
we'll just cut it.
But you know he gonna get it because that's his song.
That's his song.
Yeah.
He knew exactly what I was talking about. My bad, Gene. I didn't mean to mess it up. Sense of what? Guys, don't roast me in the section.
But-
I thought
again,
give them a sense of, give them pride.
Right.
Okay.
I knew it was pride, but you know I'm not gonna correct you in the middle of your song because you was really doing your thing, you know.
You're right. I appreciate you.
But anyway, I do want you to know that all three of those guys are fantastic. They got their own style, and I'm happy to be around with Beyonce because I get a chance to see another great artist.
Right, and I definitely agree, Coach. So, you know, that concludes that segment.
Oh yeah,
We had to let them know that segment is over.
Beyonce, and she's amazing.
Amazing. An album is wonderful and amazing. Listen, now we want to go to the Would You Rather segment. And I need to announce the name because, listen, the questions that we got coming up, it's Would You Rather. So the first one is, would you rather lose your vision or your hearing?
Would I rather lose my vision or my hearing? Can you imagine them asking me a question like that? Right now, I think I can do without my hearing.
Your hearing?
Yeah.
And I think I'm going with you on that one too.
Well, for you?
No, reason is because imagine me, like I feel like me not being able to hear, I think I can adapt to sign language and being able to read the signs and stuff like that. I still understand, you know, where I'm going or what I'm doing. But I feel like if I can't see, it's over. I'm gonna hear left, right, and I'm crash, boom. I don't want to go through that. So I said I would definitely go with hearing.
Well, don't think it's over because remember you will probably use more other your senses that you have that exist. And
it would definitely be shaky for the first couple of times.
Oh, well, shaky, more than shaky, like a couple bump in the walls and stuff like that there. So, but you know what? If you look at, you know, what's so encouraging, man, is to look at Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles, man,
Right.
to see how those guys operated despite the challenges.
And for you guys who are listening, when we're talking about vision and hearing, I know it's a real thing out there. We are not at all, completely don't get us wrong. We are not making fun of anybody out there. We are just giving our opinion on this question, would you rather lose your hearing or vision? And we're just giving our opinion on which one we would go with. So please don't get it wrong. We are not at all, completely at all shaming anybody. So we love everybody. And we think you guys are unique and creative at what you do, and learning how to adapt to new ways. So we really appreciate you guys, but remember, we are not at any shape or form shaming or bashing anybody here.
Right, so I don't know if you ever got a chance to watch any of the basketball games with the people that had deaf in their ear and so forth, and they actually play basketball, and they do.
I actually was able to watch somebody that they're on the wheelchairs. Have you ever seen those games?
Oh yeah.
They are super skillful.
I did a lot of work with wheelchair basketball players. Yeah, from years ago.
They got a jump shot. They know how to play.
Goldwater Hospital. I used to go there and visit the people in the wheelchair.
Oh, that's what's up, Coach.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So
I think we both agree on losing our hearing.
Losing our hearing, but the main thing is I mean, you got life.
I got life.
We should be very grateful about it, even
Exactly.
at that point. And they showed us how to do it, So I always look at other people and I see it could be me,
True.
So I'm always going to have empathy for people that are facing those challenges, because a lot of them don't want. Did you know that I never told you this, but Stevie Wonder, he actually used to come in my building and visit. I lived on the 5th floor in Brooklyn. He used to come in and visit a young lady that was up the hallway from us, and every time he would go in there, it was always interesting to see. And he walked around like he could see.
Like nothing?
So, the comedians always say, Stevie Wonder could see what's going on. Cause he's but it's a skill that I guess we would never understand.
Right.
Unless you would.
Yeah. Like I said, they're creative and they know exactly, and they find a way to adapt and continue living life. So definitely. But our next question, Coach, would you rather work more hours per day, but fewer days, or work fewer hours per day, but more days?
What you talking about, Willis? So, I don't know what the heck. What is that?
Where did that come from? Are everything okay today? Was there something in the Starbucks tea today?
No, but Willis, you don't know nothing about Willis, right? That's an old school saying.
Oh, but somebody in a song used
what you talk about
Willis?
Right, you heard it in the song.
I heard it in the song.
Well, you got to do some Googling now when you get, not Google Goggle, but Googling, all right? Do some Googles. If you do that, you'll find out about when I say what you talking about, Willis. Because this question is the difference between work and having a job.
You're right.
So I don't mind working at any time, putting in work. I don't want a job right now. I've been retired for quite some time now.
Okay.
I don't mind working though.
I don't mind working either.
We working now.
We working right now. We are working. Can I get your opinion from my screen right here?
Oh.
Gene, what's your opinion on that? Can I get an answer real quick? I'm in the driver's seat, so I just feel like I should be able to connect.
You think you Draymond? This is the new media.
This is the new media. So
the new
I'm like
media is
Draymond
something
right
else.
now.
It's like this, I'd rather work less hours.
He said I'd rather work less hours. Oh man, Gene, are you serious? Hey, listen, I ain't even gonna argue with you. I agree with you. Yes. Don't worry, I'm on the same boat with you. So listen, less hours, but put in a lot of work though.
Okay, good.
Makes sense, right?
It makes some sense. Does it make dollars sense?
Listen, guys, this is a funny episode today, man. Coach Gustus, man, what was that tea called today?
Yo, don't even try.
What was the tea called?
We're giving no heads up. I'll get in it. That's my boy.
What is it called?
Starbucks, huh?
Starbucks, but what was the tea called?
It's called Medicine Ball.
Medicine Ball. So listen.
Oh, God. This guy is really... Oh, my goodness. Let's go.
Give me a minute.
Let's move on.
Yo, the producer said this is what you rather work? He said 10 hours over 4 days, 8 hours over 5 days. Oh, so listen, it's 10 hours over 4 days or 8 hours over 5 days? What you going with?
I'm not in the working mood right now. So, basically, those questions, 10 hours over 4 days or 8, that's work just trying to figure this out.
I'm going with the first one.
So you got to do this. You're going to be the one out there working now.
I'm going 10 hours, 4 days.
10 hours, 4 days.
Yeah, I'm putting in the work. I'm doing 4 days. Yeah.
10 hours, 4 days is good. But remember when I'm liberated. not just retired. I'm liberated. So I don't even know the days. Only time I know is Wednesday is when our producer sends us the email and tell us
especially when we
listen to
when we got to listen to a voice note 9 minutes.
Right.
Oh man, Gene, we love you and Tony.
Right.
But definitely, I'm going with 10 hours for 4 days. Coach can't answer that question. He's just not in the workspace right now. He's not in the work.
Right. When I say work like that, I'm like, why me?
Why me?
Right now, I'm liberated. I don't even have to answer that.
Oh man, this is too funny.
I'm having so much fun.
I'm having fun.
I look forward to this, man, because you just bring so much energy, man.
No, it's all you.
No.
Whatever was in that medicine ball, man.
I told you my secret. Now you done told the world. You asked me, Coach, when you come in the hype, what do you do? And I told you my secret.
It's the secret.
Oh, all right, man, go ahead. Man. What's the next question?
We got our last would you rather question is, would you rather be without the internet for a week or without your phone?
I can do without the internet for a week. I got to have my phone.
I have to have my phone.
And why? Because on my phone, I got the internet. Right? Don't we have the
Wait, no internet on the phone.
Oh, okay. No internet. As long as the service is working. See, I have no problem with that.
Oh, I know exactly who's gonna have a problem. We need to post some videos for the fans, so I'm gonna have a problem.
Your mother and your father will have some problem.
No TikTok content, no live, no IG
Could
content,
you imagine
no YouTube content?
them without that? Oh. Right now, they like hooked on it.
Oh man.
Your mother, I could see her day just not working.
Not going work.
Yeah,
Coffee, like,
yeah.
When is the internet coming back?
Right.
She's probably talking to the cable box or something.
Right. When is it coming
talking
back?
To the sky.
But but I have no problem. But I have to have my phone because I'm connected to so many people.
He said, stay in front of them. Oh, my bad. I'm reading what my producer. Guys, listen, this show is amazing. You are getting the real deal. This is the Strength No Weakness podcast. Now listen, my producer, he got me on point. So I'm reading little pointers that are being, said to me. Right. So don't get me wrong.
I'm in the driver's. I'm the passenger seat.
Yeah, he's in the passenger seat. So right now I'm controlling the car. So right now we just hit a bump right now because I read something wrong. So now I gotta focus up. Man, that medicine ball is getting to me. Now listen, look. This is the good news segment. And on our show, we love to highlight people who are doing anything positive and anything good. Okay. So now we are about to read some amazing stories right now in this segment. The first one we're going to start off with is, this is actually crazy, just hearing the title of it. It's called Mother and Daughter Become Co-Pilots on Southwest Flight. Now, off the rip, I'm assuming that the mother and daughter saved the plane.
They saved the plane?
They saved the plane.
Oh, let's see what's happening. They co-piloted, so that's interesting.
So let's read this.
Southwest.
I got it.
Southwest. No, go ahead.
Southwest Airlines announced its first ever mother-daughter pilot duo after Captain Holly Pittet joined First Officer Kelly Pittet in the cockpit. Mother Holly Pittet started her aviation. She started her career fresh out of college as a flight attendant working for other carrier. After riding the jump seat in the flight deck, she realized she wanted to learn to fly planes. She then got to work training and obtaining her certificate. Oh, wait, what?
Certification?
Certifications. Mm-hmm. I got a tongue twister. Holly also took care of her 3 kids while taking flight lessons. With the help of her husband and mom, she was able to pursue her dreams of being a pilot. Holly's daughter, Kelly, or Kelly, I think, right? Kelly? Is it Keely?
It could be Keely.
It could be Keely because Kelly, two L's.
Yeah.
So, my bad. Keely grew up around the Southwest airline family and later became an extension of it. At 14, Keely realized she wanted to follow in her mom's footsteps and become a pilot. She earned her pilot's license and even landed an internship at Southwest in the fall of 2017. A runway for Keely, she learned more about her career. Let me read that.
Aviation.
Southwest was always the end goal for me and Keely. There was really never any other option. After working hard as the second generation, she and her mother became Southwest's first mother and daughter pilot duo. It's been a dream come true, said Holly. First, I found this career and fell in love with it, and then that one of my kids fell in love with this career too. It's surreal. Not only are Holly and Keely making Southwest history, but also they're breaking barriers and empowering women for all ages to pursue their dreams and in their career to reach new skies. Now, I thought the story was gonna be about like them saving passengers on the plane, but this is even better because this is to show that a mother's dreams of becoming a pilot came true, and then not only did hers come true, but her daughter as well, who also fell in love with pursuing becoming a pilot. So this is actually wonderful, and I'm really excited. I'm really happy for Holly and Keely.
First of all,
becoming a mother and daughter duo.
First of all, I got to tell you, you do a great job reading.
Hey, Coach, I did a great job today, but you know,
but I'm
I
just
got a
saying,
little tongue twisted with the words
you
today.
do, but you know what? You love doing this. You're
right.
You do it well, and you don't really have to, because I would have summarized it, you know, basically. But you like reading and so forth, and you did a great job.
Okay.
But I do want to say to you is, you know what that reminds me of?
What it reminds you of?
It reminds me of LeBron James looking forward to having his son play on the same team.
Right. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They both are getting it. It's nothing like having your daughter or your child participating in something that together y'all able to do, you know?
Good job, Coach.
Okay, good.
Listen, we moving on to our fan question. This is from Wayne F., right? Wayne says, Demarjay, have you ever eaten a full plant-based meal? If you haven't, are you willing to try one with Coach on the podcast? I've never had one.
You never had one? No. Oh, my goodness.
If we can set this up and actually have a full meal on the podcast, I'm definitely down.
So you know I got to go to my guy.
Where we go? I think I know where you're going to.
Natural Blend.
Yo, they different over there.
They're different over there. Natural Blend. We're giving them some juice because I want them to see this.
Shout out to Natural Blend.
So maybe that food that we get, we don't at least have to pay for it. Right? You know, so listen, if we go here, I'm going to have them get us some curry chicken.
All of that.
We got the citrus spare ribs.
The chicken patty.
Yeah. The patty. Oh, my God.
The sea moss.
The sea moss. See, so, man, it's gonna be something.
We definitely have to set that up.
We got to have everything set up and so forth. And maybe they could come on and try to put that stuff together. All right?
And I don't think I'm going to share with Mr. Gene because he didn't want to share. No, he actually did share his bonchon with me.
Oh, don't say that word on here.
Oh,
that's all right. It's already said. You know?
Hey, guys, I want to say, thank you. Of course. Anytime, Mr. Gene. Of course. You know that. So, guys, I want to say thank you so much for watching this episode of the podcast. It's your host, the Young Jamaican Trainer, Demarjay Smith Ace, Demi here. And guys, this episode was all laugh, jokes. It was fun. And I was super excited to have shared a laugh on here, but doing it alongside my passenger, my co-host, the original gentleman. You heard what he said. Yeah, I'm just an OG. Coach Gustus, man. Thank you so much for joining us.
Let me just say, I know we're closing out,
right,
man, but it's so much fun just getting together with you. And I really encourage us to communicate with our young people. Man.
Right.
Have some fun with them, man, because don't think we got all the answers. You know, it's so important that I hope everyone gets that when they watch this, is that we get a chance to do. And this is how we hanging out when we walking down the street. This is how I am with my grandson, Derek. We talking about
Derek,
all kinds of stuff. So that's what we need, and we're not going to always agree.
No.
But be willing to learn from each other, you know, because you know, there's so much new things that's going on. Even this handshake that we got going. And I'm working on it. I did a little slow motion at times, because I got to keep that brain. It'll keep your brain fresh, man.
So that's actually good news for me that I'm actually hearing that you're actually trying to practice the handshake.
Oh, yeah. But I got to practice with myself and so forth.
You got to get it down, Pac.
I'm going to have it done.
We at our big events and we just go.
And we go do that, and
have to make
everybody will
sure
see we on point, you know. So
Right.
that's good. You know, I saw a teacher on one of the shows.
She had handshakes with her students, right?
It was a he.
Yeah, it was a he?
Everyone, his entire class would stand out before they would go into the
And he
classroom.
memorized everybody's
And he
handshake.
memorized everybody. I said, now that's a
That's
teacher.
crazy.
That's a teacher for you.
That's
Yeah.
a teacher of the year or
Yeah,
whatever
because
you
that's the kind of
categorize
teacher.
it as.
We may have to find him and see if
And bring him on the show.
we could bring him on, man.
Hey, Gene, can we do that? Thumbs up.
He gave us a thumbs up if we gonna ever get somebody else. Okay.
Hey
so-
guys, this was just a little after talk after we closed out. But listen, remember, you can catch us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Audible, and iHeartRadio. And for those viewers who are watching this on YouTube, remember to check the description under this video. Click the link to where you can catch us on the different platforms. Thank you so much once again for joining this episode. Shout out to my guy Tony. Shout out to my guy Gene. Shout out to my co-host, my original gentleman, Coach Gustus. Thank you so much for joining this episode and watching it. With that being said, we'll see you in the next episode. We'll see you later. I love you. Salute.